So hello everyone, and let's understand how we can build the production grade image for this React application. Okay, so in the previous video we have learned about the different type of Docker file. So this is the Dockerfile.dev, and it's the most common one that you are use in the testing and the development purposes, but it's not going to be used in the production grade. So in the production grade, we use this build folder over here. So as you can see that we have this build folder. So this is the build folder that we are going to use in the production grade. So we are going to contain this application, but we are going to serve this application using the Nginx via the port 80. So it can be better way. So usually in the production grade, so most of the application is served using the Nginx. So hence we are using the Nginx over here. Okay. So let's get started and build this production grade image. Okay. So we have already this Docker file, and this is the main Docker file. So before writing the Docker file, one thing you have to be remember. So we have to mention this Dockerfile.dev in the Docker ignore, because I don't want to get copied this Dockerfile.dev in my Docker container. So I just going to mention over here. So just mention the name Dockerfile.dev and just save this file and come over on the Docker file, and let's get started to writing the Docker file. So the first thing, we are going to use the base image. So in our case, we are using the base image of Node because our application is based on the Node.js. Okay, so hence we are using the Node over here. Okay, then you have to mention the working directory. So everything is going to be same over here. Okay, so we are mentioning the working directory. So I'm using my app. Okay, now we are going to copy two files, the packet.json and the second packet-log.json. So this is the two very important files while running the commands of npm install. So I'm just going to use the copy command over here, and package.json, and destination will be second dot, which means it's going to copy from our current directory and paste on the working directory of container. Okay, and again I'm just using the second command over here, like package-log.json. Yeah, and destination will be dot, which means we have this my app destination. Okay, then we are going to install all the dependency of the application using the npm install. So for that I am just using the run command, and run, then you have to mention over here like npm install, and you have to just press enter again. Then we are going to copy the remaining files. Okay, so again I am using the copy command over here, like copy, and I'm just using dot and the second dot for copying entire files to my current directory to the destination, that is the working directory of our Docker. Okay, so once you copy all the things, then we are going to run one command. The command is npm run build, because using that npm run build command, we are able to generate a build folder, and that is the main folder that we are going to use in the production. So for that case, we are going to run npm run build command. Okay, so again I am using the run command over here, and I am using npm run build, and we are not using the npm start over here because we don't want to get start the application. So hence we are not using the npm start, because we are using the npm run build command. So we get the build folder, and we are going to serve that build folder using the nginx. Okay, so after running this command, we are get the build folder, and as we know that we are going to serve via the nginx. But the main issue is, so for the nginx we need the nginx image. So how we are going to use that nginx image? So shall I have to create another Docker file? So my answer is no, because we are going to use the nginx image and the node image in the one single Docker file. You might be thinking how it can be possible. So let me show you. So once you write this command like over till the end, like npm run build, so then you have to come on the second line, and I am just typing over here the from. Okay, and in the from I am using the nginx over here. So what will happen whenever you build the image, it's going to resolve this stage. Okay, the first stage. Then so whenever the command is start like the from, it's going to start another block or another stages. Okay, and it's going to build the another image as well, which means we are able to use different images. And one thing you have to remember, so whenever you're using two images, like in our case we are using the node and the nginx, so how we are going to get the access of build folder, and we can able to use that build folder in the nginx. So for that we have to mention the stage over here. So let me show you. So for that you have to come on the first line, then you have to give a space over here and the type as, and then we are going to give a name over here for this stage. So we are called as a stage, so the whole block is known as a stage. Okay, so we are going to give a name. So you can give a name anything as per your choice. So I'm just giving a name over here like stage 1. Okay, So once you give the stage name, you have to come again on the Nginx image. Okay, then you have to press a simple enter over here. So as you know that the Nginx is work on the port 80, so hence we are exposing the port over here. Okay, so we are going to expose the port 80 over here, so it's going to be free for us. So using that we can able to run our image. Okay, then we are going to copy the build folder over here. So for that I am just using the copy command. And one thing you have to remember, so the build folder is where located? It's located in the first stage over here. Okay, so it's located in the first stage, but we need that build folder in our Nginx image. So for that reason we are using over dash dash, then you have to use the from, and we are using the stage 1. So what will happen if you're using this command like dash dash from and stage 1? So it's going to get access of the all the files from the stage 1. Okay, and in the stage 1 we need the build folder, so we are going to copy that build folder from the stage 1 and paste in the working directory of Nginx. Okay, so the first thing I am just using my app, because we have the working directory my app, and in the my app directory we have the build folder. Okay, so for that I am just using the / over here and using the build. Okay, so what will happen from the build folder, it's going to copy all the files and copy that files and paste in the working directory of Nginx. And as we know that we have this default Nginx working directory, so usr share Nginx and html. So this is the directory so where we have the all the files. Okay, so we are going to just simply save this file. So let me revise all the things once again. So in the first stage we have used the node image and we declare as the stage 1. Then we have used the working directory, then we are copied the both the files, the packet.json and the second the packet-log.json. Then we run the npm install command, and then we use this copy command. So we are going to copy another remaining files like public src. Then we run this command like npm run build. From this command we are able to generate the build folder. Then we are using the second image over here like Nginx. So we want to serve our application using the Nginx. Then we have exposed the port. So then we are use the copy command over here. But the one thing you have to remember, so you have to use the dash from over here, and we are going to copy all the files from the stage 1. Okay, so we are going to copy this build folder from the stage 1, and all the content will be copy and the paste in the working directory of Nginx. Okay, so once you're done with all the things, so make sure to save this file. Okay, and then we are going to build this image. So for building this image, I'm just open my VS Code over here, and we have this already we have this image. So let me delete this image, the first one over here. Okay, so we have this old images. Okay, so we have deleted all the images, and currently, okay, so currently we don't have any image. Okay, I have write the docker command. So we don't have an image right now, so let's build this image. Okay, so we are using the same command over here again like docker build. Then I'm using -t for tagging the image, and I'm using my username, and then the name of image like tic tac toe, and then I'm using dot over here. Okay, so if you press enter, so it's going to build the docker image. So let's wait for a couple of minutes, so it's going to be complete all the things. So as you can see that our image is built successfully. So let me verify once again. So we are using the docker image command. Okay, so as you can see that our image is built successfully. So let's try to run this command. Okay, not the command, the image. Okay, so for that I'm just using again the docker run command, and I'm using the port mapping like -p, and I just want to get access the website, not the website, the application from port 80 from my computer, and the port 80 of docker container, and this time we are not using the port 3000 because we are serving this application via Nginx and it's run on the port 80. So hence the container port will be 80. Okay, so then you have to mention the name of the image. So I have just mentioned this. Okay, and you can just run this command. Okay, and let's try to open the localhost over here like localhost and then :80. So as you can see that our application is successfully running up here, and we have successfully built the production grade image. And in the next video what we are going to do, we are going to push this image to the Docker hub, and later on we can able to pull that image and we can able to run the image as well. Okay, so for that, see you guys in the next video.